What's going on, New Gaming Order? This is Alex Lexus, the man, the myth, the juggernaut, hitting you with the head crush. And I am working with Thrasher Gaming, and Geeking Out. And we're going to start this intro now. New Gaming Order is a product brought to you by Fullscreen.net. There are partners, make sure you check them out. For the second time tonight, let's power up this podcast, turn on the reactor, power up, as Nuke would say. New Gaming Order. Intro produced by Michael Hurdle of michaelhurdle.com. Check him out for your graphic design needs. Alright, and without further ado, let me get these Mitches and Mitchettes. This is Alex Lexus.
Wow, she's currently first in the international group 24. Wow, she won it.
What the heck? Okay, New Gaming Order, Thrasher Gaming fans, and Geeking Out. I got Shinwar with me. I got Noop with me. Quick intro, starting with Thrasher Gaming. What's going on, brother? We had a hell of a weekend, did we not?
We did, man. It was a great weekend. It was great to be up there. Learned a lot, saw a lot, got some good pictures, met some good people. Gonna do a lot of things differently moving forward. And make sure you check out Thrasher Gaming. I got my highlight video day 1, day 2 will be coming, and much more will be coming soon.
Alright, cool. Mr. Geeking Out, brother, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
Alright, how did you like this weekend at Comic-Con 2017?
It was good. It was really good. It was eventful. A lot of new stuff, like Noop said.
Regretful? What?
No. It's actually the first year that I ever bought like exclusives. Well, second year, but I bought like quite a few items. It's nothing like, getting there early, waiting in line, chopping it up with different people, and you're there waiting to get an autograph for somebody you look up to and admire.
Yeah.
So it's even though at the end of the day you're hurting because your body's exhausted, it's all worth it. So I enjoyed it.
I would say you got to prepare to go to Comic-Con. And because New Gaming Order, Geeking Out, and Thrasher Gaming had work to do, we were doing interviews, hitting different, sections. I couldn't cosplay this year because there's no way, because it takes a toll on you. Just us walking as patrons of New York Comic Con, and imagine doing that on top of cosplaying. Oh my god, let me tell you, it's crazy. But let's get this thing started. Everybody, wow. You guys have what? What's going on?
Yo, New York Comic Con is real. So I sent them my highlight video messenger.
Yeah.
And they said awesome. So I'm an asshole sometimes. So I said, did you watch it? Laugh out loud. He said, yep. Or as you would say, yeah.
Oh wow.
South Carolina.
Oh. hey, that works, man. You can't complain, brother. Alright, but getting to the topic at hand. Now, as you see, Goku has hit a new peak, found new heights to his power. Okay, I'm gonna actually let Thrasher Gaming and Geeking Out kind of, lay down the foundation as to what happened. And in the title it says spoilers, so if you haven't seen those episodes, first of all, you're wrong, and go and check them out before you watch this podcast. Warning effective now.
You said first of all they wear thongs.
I said, you know what, and that's no comment, but
the last few episodes of Dragon Ball Super, take your behind on Crunchyroll and don't look at it. Stop being a bitch. If you follow Dragon Ball, you know that the Saiyans are hot-blooded, and when they get beat up and they recover, things happen, and they get pushed to a new limit, to a new level. But that didn't happen this time. It was actually a little bit different. Shinmore, go ahead and break it down. You like the guru, yo. You keep looking at the intense tutorials.
You said guru, that's in Dragon Ball?
Well,
yeah. He said right, that.
So
he said that.
Welcome everybody. We've come to talk Dragon Ball this evening. We got a lot to go over, a lot to uncover. I watched it twice. I'm probably gonna watch it one more time. There were a couple things that I missed the first time, and Nuke can tell you I was super hype, excited.
He was
Um,
overhyped, y'all. It was ridiculous.
yeah, that joint was crazy. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you're watching Dragon Ball, you really can relate to the struggle of these characters. You want to see them
What?
win. And, well,
Shut up.
no, listen, because it's new. When I was watching Goku, trying his hardest, hitting Super Saiyan 1, 2, skipping 3, we'll go over that, but
Mhm.
him doing everything he can in his power to, just to have Jiren acknowledge him
Mhm.
was like, yo, okay. You can see Goku's mental fortitude, and he got tired. You see the sweat, and then he goes for the spirit bomb, and it still wasn't enough. So you got the music. Toro, they in Toei, they pulled out the animators from the Zamatsu fight, and I mean they really put in their all for this 1 hour special, and
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. And I've read some comments on Facebook and social media, and it was like, oh, this was a waste. He didn't the new power up or form was a waste. And no, it was not. Like,
Mm.
and that's the thing. Like, if Goku was always winning, at that moment when he gets a power up or whatever, it would be unbelievable. And I think you, Alex, said it. It's like wrestling. Like
Mhm.
the way, if you watch it like wrestling, like, okay, who's gonna be a jobber? When this tournament of power started, the first goal was to get rid of the jobbers. You get rid of the weaklings.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And now you're watching it like, you're like, oh shoot, Jiren. I'm not saying he's comparable to Brock Lesnar, but he's that dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right now, he is untouchable. He's been knocking people out like there's no problem. And when he went up against Goku, Goku tried his hardest. I mean, he's going from Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, 10 and times 20, still no effect.
Yeah, and the
And
fact that he was at X20 the whole time, and
right,
Weiss was like, and Beerus was like, he can't, like he threw everything at him, and like you said, if you can kind of put it in parallels to life, like Jiren is an obstacle that Goku has to get past, and he kept trying, never give up, and I think like you said, Dragon Ball appeals to people in so many different ways where yeah it's not just an anime. Some people
right.
live their life by the examples put by the characters that Toriyama put out there, you know what I mean, but continue.
So yeah, what I would like to do is, even though I don't have the watching the video right now, like I know it mentally. I think let's recap it. Do
Okay.
you have it playing right now in your background?
No, I just have like a slideshow because of copyrights. I don't want to get hit up on that, but
Okay, no worries. So let's, whatever we can recall, let's recall. Let's start with episode 109.
mhm.
And obviously the opening is with Goku and Brienne. Now, it's funny because Noob said, did she get fatter after that power up? And she did.
Did she grow wings? She grow.
Yeah, and I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I was like, why did she grow wings? But then I thought about it. If she gets knocked off, she can fly.
Ah, yes.
That right, she's not flying. Well, she's not flying with her key, but she's flying due to this natural attachment that
Mhm.
was given to her by her friends. So
Yeah.
I thought that was dope.
Mhm.
I
They were
think that
talking.
was cheating.
You thought that
Nah.
was cheating? Well, okay, go ahead, Noob. Go ahead.
I just felt like saying it. Sorry.
No,
Well,
let me jump in on that. You see,
okay,
if it's natural appendages, it's legal, but you
but
can't
here's the
fly with
thing.
key. What's that?
But here's it's how she got it. She got it
They
from
knew
the
her power. They
sidelines.
knew her power. Yeah.
Now but then is that not comparable to
The spirit
Krillin,
bomb.
Tien, and Master Roshi being on the sideline giving their energy to Goku?
Yeah, yeah. That's why. You know what? There's some inconsistencies with the ruling because they don't say anything until they address it. You know what I mean?
Well, no, but then I'll address that too. But here's the thing then, just like Frost. So
Mhm.
Frost was going for an attack,
Mhm.
and that's why Zeno eliminated him. What was happening with the weekend episodes were they were giving like Ribrianne, her friends were giving her a power up per se, and Goku was getting a power up for an attack.
Yeah.
Now, and that's just from the characters on the sideline. So I agree with you, Alex. Almost, it's like there should be no interaction, whatever, from the
Mhm.
sidelines.
Then,
And what?
and you know the funny thing with that, with people all of a sudden helping Goku and Rebrian, what happened? How come they couldn't get the Sensu Bean? You know what
Oh
I
no,
mean?
no, 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 no. They did say
No healing items.
yeah, no healing items. They did say that.
Mm.
Only on the sidelines, not during the match. You can't do that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No.
So let's see. So Ribrian, Goku's fighting. You know, Ribrian's pretty strong, dude.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I think that Toriyama made something smart. I believe Dragon Ball can have spin-off series focusing on other universes. Like Jiren, man, this yeah, they need to go into his origin as to how he got that strong, because the other gods of destruction are talking about him and Goku, their acquired power is not by normal training, you know. But
Right.
where Jiren was in his current state, how did he get that far? What struggles? What got him to that part, that level where the gap was so far between Super Saiyan God, Kaioken X20? Like that,
Well,
I'm interested in that. You know what I mean? So,
I do believe, you know, we will go into the backstories of these characters. You know, we did a little bit of background with Hit
mhm,
in one of the episodes, but you always got to remember it won't always be outside of Trunks, because even though Trunks had his own special,
mhm,
it's still Goku's story. So even when you look at the tournament,
mhm,
there's always gonna be, it may be like a Roshi centric episodes. You'll
mhm.
still see Goku somewhere.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
always gonna throw, you know. Yes, I understand he's the main character, but you know they're always gonna sprinkle Goku somewhere. So yeah, I think they're gonna find a way to go into the backstories of these characters.
Mhm.
And I see what Toriyama did there.
Uh huh.
After the Buu saga, that was it. There was no villains left. You
Mhm.
know, Beerus shows up. Okay, boom. He's strong. But that opened up the possibilities, because now you can say, well, on Earth, our Earth, Universe 7,
There's no one
Goku is
that
the
can beat him.
strongest.
Yeah.
Right, there's no one. So it's not cheap, because it's like, okay, Jiren isn't part of that universe. This is great. So Goku is still the strongest in the universe, and Vegeta second or whatever have you. But
Mhm.
then now, how does he stack up against these other universes? We're not even talking gods of destruction, because he already went against Beerus and got his respect.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
now we're looking at how does he stack up against these other universes. And you know what's even crazier, bro?
Mm.
Those other four universes are still exempt. So we haven't even seen them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, man, Dragon Ball needs to keep going as long as Toriyama can do the story for it. But you know, interesting point. You know, when Goku, going back to the episode 109, the fight with Ribrian and Goku was interrupted by Jiren, right?
Well, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, you can jump in.
Yeah, no, no, and that was because I can't think of his name. I need to pull it up here. But the god of destruction of Universe 11, the clown, gave him
Yeah.
instructions. He was like, "It's time."
And the
Like,
funny thing with that was someone that strong, he was like the Paul Heyman of that universe because,
I'm getting
yeah,
on.
for real, think about it. He was pretty much like Jiren was listening to him, you know?
right.
And being that Jiren says a supposed good guy, it seemed I get a different vibe from him. You know?
You know what's funny? I got a different vibe from him when he knocked Goku to the rocks and he was stepping on his back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If he's a good guy, come on.
Yeah, that didn't seem pride trooperish. That didn't. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I think that if the Pride Troopers is one thing, but I mean, what's stopping him? Jiren in some ways falls into the Superman issue where what's stopping Superman from running amok? How come no one in that universe can kind of keep him? You know what I mean? Like, it's good that he's a good guy, but like the characteristics of being that good, charismatic individual, it seemed a bit absent. Did you get that same vibe, Noop?
Nope, because Ribrianne, she's not from his universe, is she?
No, she's from
So I
Universe 2.
mean, a true bad guy, when she landed at his feet, he could have obviously eliminated her. But you gotta
Mm.
remember too, before the tournament, every universe came up with a strategy, and everyone was focusing on Goku, especially Jiren's universe. So, and even Krillin said he's been intently watching Goku, so they were just biding their time. They seen him
Right.
fight enough. So
Mhm.
now you've seen him fight, you've seen what he's capable of because he became blue a couple times.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're like, all right, it's time for you. Because remember, the strategy was you beat Goku, who is basically everyone's scared of, and they'll lose their will to fight, and it'll be easy from there on out.
Mhm. And you know another parallel I noticed, Jiren and Goku aren't their universe's leaders. Like Gohan is the team leader for Universe 7,
Yeah.
and then who is
Topo.
Topo, right? It looked like because he.
Actually, wait. No. The guy, wasn't the guy with the beret that got eliminated. I
Oh
think
yeah. He is the leader. He is the
he was
leader.
the leader. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
got
So
eliminated.
I
Yeah.
mean, but once the fight like somewhat started up, the fact that Goku was testing himself or seeing what he would need to use against Jiren, and Jiren so confident with his strength, just let Goku go to school, going from base level Kamehameha to Super Saiyan 2. When Goku landed the kick on Jiren's neck,
He been yeah.
yeah, he actually like winced a little bit, or like he tilted his neck a little bit. Then skipping Super Saiyan 3, going to
Pause. Let's stop right there, real quick.
yeah.
Why do he have to skip level 3? Come on.
I didn't agree with that. I think there's a couple things with these episodes that I have gripes with. Vegeta is on my hit list. Well, we'll
Yeah,
talk about that
we're
later.
gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna talk
I
about it.
think Super
Yeah,
Saiyan 3, for some reason, might just drain too much energy. Or I think it's the closest. And I don't know. There's no true explanation. But you know what? They say when he turns Super Saiyan, like the impurities kind of creep in. And he does look the most evil when he's
and-
Super
When
and
he,
Saiyan.
yeah,
that is true. When
yeah, he looks like a villain
I've
almost.
never
But
seen him play around in Super Saiyan 3 either.
yeah, true that. But you see, the thing is, Super Saiyan 3 was supposed to be the pinnacle of the Super Saiyan levels. You know what I mean?
correct with the
And
gold hair.
yeah, it was supposed to signify that that's training. Like, yeah, you hit a significant milestone. And what was it? I think Shinwa was telling me that Toriyama didn't design Super Saiyan 3. It wasn't in the manga. That was like a US thing.
I
You
said
know?
that. I didn't say that.
Wait, was it you? I forgot who told me
No,
that.
I didn't say that. Mm-mm.
But was Super Saiyan 3 was in the Japanese manga, correct?
Yes.
You see, somebody gave me some
But the
falsities.
problem, and we're just talking about Super Saiyan 3. I think the way Super Saiyan 3 is treated, we know it's powerful,
Mhm.
and the writers know it's powerful, so they know like, okay, if this thing is powerful, if Goku pulls it out, he should be able to wipe his enemy out. We have to have a drawback to it. The
Mhm.
drawback is it drains stamina.
Yeah.
So it's honestly, I feel like now it's being treated like Ultra Super Saiyan with the bulky muscles.
Yeah. But I think too that you know what, they still have to give it legitimacy. You know what I mean? If it's something that they don't want to draw in the manga, like, hey, I don't want to draw the hair and whatnot. I mean, it's what it is. But I think that he should have hit Super Saiyan 3. He hit all the progressions that we know of. Some of
Yeah, I mean,
the
it looks so great too. He's like Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan God. What?
yeah, the progression was incomplete. Like they shouldn't have skipped it. But you
Or
know,
maybe I don't know. Maybe it would have took too long for him to change because he had to grow his hair. I don't know.
but think about it now. Like you saw how quickly he went to Super Saiyan Red.
He probably already knew that. Yeah, he did go red. He probably already knew regular Super Saiyan wasn't going to work.
Wasn't going to work. Okay. That's a good assessment. It's like, okay, boom, my first Super Saiyan levels isn't gonna work. Let me just skip 3 and go straight to close to full power.
Yeah.
Fine.
And Super Saiyan Red, he actually at that level he forced Jiren to bring out his finger to block.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I like that scene, bro.
Yeah.
Because just like you said, it was the progression. So as Goku was testing himself and testing Jiren, inch by inch, he's like, Jiren, you're going to acknowledge me sooner or later that I'm getting to you.
Yeah. And then when he went,
I mean, it was cool, but at the same time, he'd seen enough and he knew enough because when Jiren powered up, he already knew how powerful he was. because that's why
Well,
he sweated. He scared him because he dropped that bead of sweat because he was like, whoa, like that guy powered up without even moving and shook the entire arena and made
Mm.
that null void that we're in. So
yeah.
he knew those lower levels weren't going to work. I mean, he did it, to try to see if he could get a reaction out of them. But I knew he knew going into that it wasn't going to work. And I think when he hit God form, he knew he had a problem. He
Yeah.
really
Well,
knew.
well, you know what's funny? When he fought Topo, right?
Mhm.
He used what? Super Saiyan Kaioken Blue, right? I
Um.
believe he beat him with Kaioken Blue.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
So, and then that's when Topo was like, well, there's somebody stronger than me. And so, I mean, and Topo was strong, dude.
Yeah, I give him that. The Justice Flash and all that. Like he knows. Topo seems like he's a seasoned veteran. He's been out there. He's like Vegeta, a strategist. You know,
Hmm.
he may not be the strongest, but he knows how to survive, so to speak. So much respect given to the character. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
mean, There's something later on. We're gradually going through this. Don't want to rush. Want to hit all points. But yeah, Topo earned my respect. But you know, it looked like there was a moment like the Miz Taraj and a 3-on-1. But like again, that's later on. But we'll hit that. But yeah,
So
go ahead.
Goku and Jiren are fighting, and I mean the animation. I enjoyed it. There were a couple shots of Jiren. His body looked a little out of place. Like he was, I don't know, from the angle that they showed him, like he was very top heavy. Like it looked kind of like the proportion was off.
Could have been just like artwork.
Yeah, but the fight scene, yo, the way Jiren was moving, I mean, nobody could see him. This guy was moving.
This cat was blinking and hitting Goku like 6 times in the ribs. He blinked.
Yeah, yeah,
What?
Yeah, he has
and
like kinetic. He has like whatever you call it, psychic abilities or whatever you call it.
yeah,
Telekinesis.
I mean, he was just all over Goku. And then when he hit him with that blast, and he was like, "It's over," and he knocks Goku off. But Goku, you see that, and he went to Kaioken Blue,
Mhm.
and his hand was on the end of the ring, and he was like, "Where are you going?" I thought that was so good. It shows like Goku's like Rocky. He's not giving up.
Yeah. I got that same. You see, we think alike because it's like, okay, he's up against Ivan Drago right now, getting rocked. You know. So with that being said, it's like, yeah, Goku saved himself. He was really close to being eliminated.
Yep.
And he's like, okay, I'm coming back for it. Okay, now they're fighting, and they get to a point where Goku powers all the way down. He's in normal state. He goes back and he's charging up the Spirit Bomb.
Now,
Right?
hold on. But before we go there,
Uh
let's
huh.
talk about Krillin and Universe 7 on the sidelines.
Okay.
I love Krillin's his narration,
Yeah.
his emotion, because the way those characters are written on the sidelines, it's like they're us and we're them. So, for example, if you ever notice lately in those episodes, Whis has to explain what's been going on
Yeah. Yeah.
to make it easier for us. Because if we see, okay, I mean, we're going to talk about it, but when Goku had access to this new power, Whis had to explain it. Because if we just watched it, we would have been like, okay, we could have deduced what happened, but not have a full explanation. And we still don't have a full explanation of what happened.
Well, I watched it again, and it's like I kind of understand, but we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, the sideline narration. Sometimes it's not all about the action. You have to understand, like, what's happening, the drama, and what
Right.
people like, how the others are affected, like Master Roshi, Tien, like, they're like, what's happening with Goku, and even Vegeta, like, what's going on with you, Kakarot, like later on, you know.
Right. Hmm.
So,
I'm jealous, man.
well, yeah,
We're going to go over that.
but now Goku powers down. You know, he says, okay, he's gonna go and use the Spirit Bomb. There's actually a pinch of arrogance from Jiren.
Well, before that, and I talked to you about this, Alex. One thing I noticed during the fight, even though Kaioken 20 Blue I think if Goku could hold that form longer or had more time to work with it before that tournament, he might have been able to stand his ground a little bit better because Jiren was beating him, but I noticed when he threw that Kamehameha wave, Jiren had a look of fear.
Oh
He made
snap.
sure
Yeah.
he got out of the way. Whereas the first one, it went around him. But that second one, when he saw it, he made sure he got out of the way. Like he looked like, oh shoot. And I was talking to
Yeah.
Alex, and I was like, you know what? Maybe key attacks are probably one of his weaknesses or something like that.
And Jiren doesn't use key attacks. It's he's like kind of like a mix of hit, like a lot of it.
Well, in the opening scene, the opening credits, he does use a key attack.
Oh, okay, but in the actual,
he hasn't done it in the show yet.
all right, but you know what? That might be a sign of things to come. Goku might be fighting him again.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
there's a rematch coming.
Yeah, so I want to know what race Jiren is because him, Pycon, and Frieza got the funny ears with the holes in them or whatnot. Like it's just weird. But yeah, like I was saying, there's this a hint of arrogance from Jiren.
You think so?
Yeah, because he's like, I'm gonna let you power up your attack.
I don't think that was arrogancy. I think Goku and Jiren are similar to the point of show me what you got. But Jiren is the strong, silent type. He doesn't mess around. Like he's like, okay, let's get to work. Let's finish this. And if you remember, what did Toppo say when Jiren entered? When he interrupted Ribrianne and Goku's fight, he said, what he said, something about, go get yours, pretty much. Get what you want, those Super Dragon Balls. So he's after those Super Dragon Balls.
And it'd be funny if we find out what their motivations are,
Right, exactly.
Because I feel a major plot twist is coming. Maybe those who are who are thought to be bad may be good, and vice versa. But I I get a bad vibe from Jiren right now.
Really?
I don't know. I just I can't put a finger on it. I mean,
even though he's a pride trooper.
Yeah. I mean, look at what happened with Frost. Frost, you thought he was a good version of Frieza. He turned out to be more of he's from the Mitch Takamichinoku clan. Like, come on.
Frieza. He's a changeling. Like,
Well, true that. But
No, you're right. They got a twist.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to Ghost Missile who just started watching the podcast. Thank you. So now we're at the point where Goku, he charges the Spirit Bomb, and this is where I'm gonna get on Vegeta. Everybody, when Goku's like, "Hey, lend me your energy," and this looked like it was one of the most powerful Spirit Bombs in the Dragon Ball series because you had fighters with enormous power contributing to that Spirit Bomb, and even Frieza, the mortal enemy of the Saiyans, gave power to the Spirit Bomb. But Vegeta's like, no, I'm not helping. Dude, what are you doing? Like,
I'll let you finish because I rewatched it and I came up with a theory. I'm trying to be a prognosticator, as Geek-N would say. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now I think that
usage in this episode. But go ahead.
What did you say, New?
I don't like the fact that he used the Spirit Bomb. I don't like that attack. But go ahead.
Well, the Geki Dema was, always, it defeated Boo, Kid Boo. You know what I mean?
Damage Frieza.
Yeah.
It proves another point though.
That he needs help.
When it comes to the bigger battles, a lot of the time he can't do it. He can't.
He defeated Frieza by himself.
That was one, but think about a lot of the other ones. Vegeta, like a lot of the other ones had he not had help. So it's like, how long has Goku truly been the strongest?
That's a good point.
Well,
if you take away the Spirit Bomb, how many times would he have lost instead of?
Nah, wait. He beat Cooler, and he beat Cooler.
13.
13. Android. I mean, not Android. The big beast in movie 13.
Oh yeah.
Super Saiyan 3 too. That's funny.
Oh, hold on. Go.
Well, Broly, he did have help though. He had his
Yeah.
friends there.
Well, Broly, you know what? Jiren is kind of having that Broly effect right now. Like he's just like cracking their skulls left and right. But
Yeah,
go.
that's ridiculous.
All right, Ghost Missile. Not a fan of how Goku looked during his transformation. Slumped over, looks like something from other anime series. He looked like his body was moving on its own rather than. But that's the point. That's the
That was
point.
the point.
We was talking about autonomous movement or like moving without thinking. You know, like that was the goal all along. You know, he mentioned it when and Goku were training in their world. You know, apparently it seems like Whis knows how to do it. You know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but Shinwa made a good analysis. Whis is probably getting Vegeta and Goku ready for something. You
Yeah,
know,
dude.
I mean, all of this is leading to something because you know it's like the payoff. Whis is like Vince McMahon right now, and he's buttering up his Roman Reigns and the Shield right now to do something. There's a purpose for all of this, you know. But I mean,
You know, I go ahead.
yeah, no, go ahead, Shin.
No, I will say when they were building the Spirit Bomb, you know, it really put a smile on my face because the music, they did the intro version, but it was slower.
More dramatic.
Yo, dude, like if you didn't feel that, like everybody's lifting their hands, the androids, Frieza, Gohan, Piccolo, the sideline. Now, what's funny is obviously Beerus and Whis didn't, and the other universes didn't. Obviously, they didn't.
Yeah, but if Beerus and Whis contributed to that spirit bomb, man,
that would have been, and
and Frieza, Vegeta, I'm still mad about that, but
okay. So at first I was upset because I'm like, wow, dag Vegeta, but two things came to mind.
mhm.
I believe Vegeta wanted to conserve energy.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah.
Two, he was watching Goku's back while he did that.
Yeah, because Rivian was about to shoot him, and he did like kind of like the Gohan thing and protected him.
And what did he say? He said, "Hurry up, crack Kakarot." So Vegeta, even though he didn't lend his energy, I believe he wanted to conserve it himself, but he was still watching his boys back.
Yeah, I was kind of mad initially. He's like, I'm not helping. Maybe the translation was just a little rough, but I'm like, come on, bro. Like, Goku is your last Saiyan brother. Like, last full-blooded Saiyan, you know, from your universe, you know?
Right.
So, if anything, let's say it didn't work, and Vegeta would be sitting, like, in the Cell Saga, like, oh, man, I should have done something, or what have I done, type stuff. Like, just give help where, some energy. I believe Vegeta can match Rivian. You know what I mean?
Or remember, they showed that Vegeta shot right after Frieza, so maybe he was like, well, if Frieza doing it, I'm not going to do it. You know, because he was pretty much aligning himself with Frieza. I didn't think about that. That shot came directly after Frieza said, take Frieza-sama's energy. And Frieza lifted his hand, and then it was the next shot with Vegeta.
Yeah, you know what? Okay.
I didn't think about that.
But then again, when you look at your universe is about to be wiped out, put all difference aside, man. Because let's say it didn't work, and Goku gets killed or whatnot. Like, oh yeah, Vegeta will have to, you know, and you know how they're writing him to be a more of a self-aware, self-analyzing character. Maybe if I gave this to Kakarot, he might have survived, type stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think conserving energy makes the most sense because at that point you got to remember there's no healing items.
Right.
So he already knew this is it. Goku's not gonna have any more energy after this. Therefore, I become the number one in this universe.
yeah, but Vegeta obviously, you know what? Yeah, but now at this point, we know that, you know, Vegeta in his current state couldn't touch Jiren. You know what I mean?
Hey,
No. Now my thing is, I want to see what Frieza in Golden Form, what he can do, or what that fight would.
Yeah, because that's the Master Golden Form too.
So now it's getting to a point where it's like, man, let's see these kind of matchups. You know, at the end of this podcast, this production, this joint venture, there's gonna be kind of like a wish list for Dragon Ball fighters pertaining to this Universal Tournament. So stay tuned for that. But no, it's gonna be part of the same show. I mean, like the PSA is like we used to do. But now we're at the part where Goku has the spirit bomb
Yeah.
powered up, and Jiren's not budging. And Goku is just like, "Hey, you're gonna regret that you let me power this thing up."
Yeah. Hmm.
And he throws at him. Jiren just stands his ground.
Now, you know what's funny?
Mhm.
That looked like a callback to the Boo saga at the end,
Yep.
with him and Boo going back and forth. It was a callback to that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we know, obviously, we know how that ended. Goku won, and that was only because they wished his strength back to 100%. That's the only reason.
Oh, I thought. Wait, remember Goku was trying to recharge himself as Super Saiyan 3, but he said it wasn't working for some reason.
Yeah, the stamina was done. It went in reverse. That's why they made the wish for his strength to become 100% again. And he did. He wiped Boo out. Well, he pushed the Spirit Bomb back. No problem.
As a Super Saiyan.
As a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people say, because obviously Krillin vocally spoke about, because Tien says, oh, why did he revert back from being a Super Saiyan to make the Spirit Bomb?
You have to be
Krillin
pure.
answered it because we as the audience is like, well, why didn't he do it as a Super Saiyan? The old school, we as old school watchers know why, but for the new school, they need the answer.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, Dragon Ball spans over like 3 decades at this point. You know,
Yeah.
so you gotta kind of we like you said we knew Noop knows, but it's good that they kind of explained it because as a Super Saiyan, there's like vengeance, there's rage, there's
Yeah.
impurities. You know, because what is it? Super Saiyan 1 is what was that, sorrow? Super Saiyan 2 is anger. Super Saiyan 3 was it control? I forget. Like
I never heard of
yeah, yeah. I forget where that was. Like no, Super Saiyan 4, but that's non-canon. That level is representing control because the golden.
I never heard of that one. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I remember each level has a meaning of emotion tied with it. You know. So I was like, oh, that's pretty damn cool, you know. But with that being said, you know, the Super Saiyan levels have some sort of. I think it's definitely two. It's like rage, like because Gohan, you know what I mean? Like it was rage that broke his limit, you know. So they can't throw the spirit bomb impure, or they can't even gather the energy impure. So
Yeah, you can't gather the energy impure.
so they do it pure, and then Goku went Super Saiyan Blue to start pushing it because Jiren was pushing it back.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at first, well, Jiren put his hands up. Then after that, he pushed it and started using his eyes or is blinking at it, pushing it back. I'm like,
Yeah, that
dude,
was sick, dude. That was sick.
Jiren is so over in terms of being okay. You're the man. It didn't even take like so many episodes like the Cell saga where Cell had to get to perfect Cell to be like, oh, this guy's no joke. This was like 2 episodes. 2 episodes. Like Jiren is that guy, you know. So now the struggle is going back and forth. Goku is depleted. All right, nothing in the tank. And I kind of felt for Goku because you know I used to wrestle in high school, and there was a match that I won. This guy was shut up. I was wrestling for Essex Catholic, 160 pound weight class, and there was a
Bundy story.
no, like for real, the guy cut from 189. He was flat out stronger than me. I could not do anything. I was like, what do I do? Coach Zaro's telling me like, Alex, you have to use your speed against him. You know, obviously he's putting you in like cradles or like hitting you with like gut wrenches and stuff. So I was at a point. I told Coach Zaro, I can't beat this guy. Everything I'm doing is not working. He said, listen, you don't have anything to prove, but just remember, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. You're not a freaking quitter. Get out there and do it. So I'm out there. I'm like, and for those of you who understand wrestling, I'm on the defense position.
What are you talking about? Dragon Ball? You talking about?
No, I'm just saying. There was a technique that Kozaro showed me called the switch. I hit the switch on the guy, and for those who understand wrestling, I'll put a link. I hit the switch so fast, I didn't even know It was almost like a teleport. I got to a position where I put the guy in a half Nelson, brought him over my lap, and I pinned him. I pinned the guy that was like 3 times stronger than me. You know what I mean? And it's just like sometimes, yeah, the strength gap may be there, but yeah, you just keep pushing, like kind of like a homage. But Goku, nothing left. I know that feeling where you got nothing left in the tank, but Goku kept pushing. And when he was at that point where I think he was still Super Saiyan Blue, when he just gave out. Like, did the Spirit Bomb hit him or he fell into it?
He fell into it.
So now I'll let Shinwar kind of pick up. I don't want to take the wheel, but Goku's falling into this the remnants of the Spirit Bomb, and the fact that Jiren's putting power into it, Goku's putting in power into it, and just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like between these two guys. What? Shut up.
And that scene I did like because those two were on the grand stage. I mean, all the other fights stopped. First of all, everybody else was like, okay, hold on, let's just watch this. At this time, Universe 11's God of Destruction and Kaioshin were basically saying, like, you know, but with Jiren defeating Goku, it's pretty much gonna make him an example, and everybody else will lose their will to fight.
He'll be like, "This is my yarn now."
Yeah, that was their their thing about that. But it's just like, and then you just see Beerus stand up in concern for Goku. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
My guy, this is my number one. He can't be taken out like that, and that showed a different side of Beerus. I think during this whole tournament, we've been seeing a different side of Beerus.
Yeah, he's more concerned. Like, he cares for Goku. He's like, it's not like he was once a rival, but like it's seeming like Beerus is falling into that King Kai role for Super. Like he's like
he showed respect to actually Krillin, Tien, Roshi, called all three of them baldies. He showed them respect, and so I'm starting to think like Beerus is. I feel like Beerus. Just like you said, he's showing more concern, and maybe that's from his interactions with Goku, because we all know all those that come interact with Goku.
Yeah.
They tend to change. Vegeta, Piccolo.
Yeah.
Maybe not Frieza, but anyway, back to the topic. You see the concerns, and that's it. Goku falls into the Spirit Bomb and somewhat disappears.
Yeah. Now, Whis did say something where Goku's body was actually trying to resist the damage that could have been inflicted on him from the Spirit Bomb, right? But something, as his body was trying to resist it, something in him broke his inner shell or his limits.
Right. And that's why everybody used to call, dubbing it the limit breaker.
Now, if that power was inside Goku all along, and Whis was trying to get him there, I wonder if Vegeta has potential to get to that.
And that's why they said that the Spirit Bomb was the trigger.
Yeah, like that, the trauma to get him, man, that was a dramatic feat, man. But
and that's how.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, pretty much that's how 109 pretty much ends. And then we go into 110, and the other fighters did not lose their will to fight. They were all going to take on Jiren. And
surprisingly, Hit goes after Jiren.
Well,
that wasn't a surprise. Remember what he said.
Well, that was at the end though. That was at the end of.
But we're at a point where it seems that Goku looked like he was defeated. It looked like he got vaporized by the Spirit Bomb, and then I'll let Shinwar talk about. Or matter of fact, if you want to jump in, if the Grand Priest is talking about, the ruling. It turned into like a WWE thing, like, we're gonna make up a rule as is going on.
You talking about because of he died, or what they thought he died?
Yeah, and then he was supposed to be eliminated or whatever.
Technically, they were like, well, Jiren killed him, and they're like, well, it was his own attack, so technically he got hit with his own attack, so technically it'd be like a suicide or a self-destruct. and they almost hit that button, yo. I knew he wasn't dead, man.
Now, but here's the funny
But he
part.
didn't appear on the outside. What?
When Beerus mentioned that, you saw Champa's ears go up, and immediately he was like, "Wait a minute! If he died, that made Jiren. I mean, Champa is trying to do whatever it takes to win, get the strongest guy out, And I thought that part was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, they made that ruling, to say, well, it was Goku's own attack, and Jiren just reflected it. Yeah, I think maybe there's some inconsistencies to the writing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I was fine with that. They gotta have the pacing of the story go along, because when you have something like this, a tournament, people are bound to slip up, and they gotta say, hey, this, that, or that. But it's good because it's not just always fighting.
Yeah, yeah. So, Noob, what are your thoughts on just the beam struggle with the spirit bomb, and then Goku, with the ruling and such? Like, I thought if Goku did die, Jiren should be, disqualified. But he didn't. He didn't show up on the sidelines. It's like, where did he go? What happened? Like, what are your theories on what was happening to Goku? When he was
So for
vaporized.
one, I think Jiren realized, because at first he was pushing the spirit bomb back with his hands, then he stopped and started
His
using like
hands.
his telekinetic powers again.
Mhm.
So I thought that was very interesting, because I'm like, maybe his telekinetic powers are his real strength. Because
Mhm.
when Goku was coming at him the hardest, pause, he used the
What?
telekinesis. He used the telekinesis. And then you saw the spirit bomb transform into a different state too, when it kind of combined and it kind of turned clear. Then it had like a little nucleus, kind of like an atom.
Yeah, yeah. It like inverted or something.
And then you could kind of see Goku. It didn't look like death when he was getting absorbed into it. It didn't look like death, but
Mhm.
it looked like it was just kind of. It looked like he was absorbing it. So yeah, I mean, it was. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it was very interesting. I mean, it was a little bit, not in a bad way, but a little bit predictable. They're not going to kill Goku, which is kind of the sucky part about some parts of the series. It's like sometimes you kind of know what's going to happen, you just don't know how it's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thing. And then, unfortunately, with this being the internet and information age, like that image of his new transformation, I saw that like a month ago. So
Yeah, yeah.
like it kind of spoiled, and I saw it by accident. I wasn't looking for it. It just popped up on Facebook. I read the headline. I saw it. I was like, "You Mitch."
Yeah, yeah. I was mad too.
Well, no. But that was an official. I guess official. It was promotion to get you hyped. That wasn't a
No,
leak.
it wasn't a promotion. This was like a month ago. Like
No, I
it was
know.
like almost
Listen.
before the
No,
tournament started.
Toei and Japan released a promotional image with Goku's back and him looking over his shoulder. That was on purpose. That wasn't a leak.
No,
That was promotional material to get it hyped.
no.
Now, if you
Mhm.
look back on it, you're like, "Dag, well, I wish they didn't do that," but that was intentional, though.
Yeah,
But I
and
mean that,
it.
to me, like, but that's a spoiler in my book. Like,
Mhm.
you have a fan base. People gonna watch. Like, it kind of, but see, and that's stupid to me, because it's like, okay,
Mhm.
the tournament, like, for that to be released that long ago, you're about almost what, one, two, maybe 6 or 7 episodes before you get to that point. So it's kind
Mhm.
of makes it a little bit more predictable. Because it's
Mhm.
But
like,
you do know the intro has the spoiler in it too.
No,
When you see him with that
but
red key and then he's slashing through it.
but you do know it was very discreet. Same thing with Super Saiyan Blue.
here's the thing: a lot of cartoons do that, though. A lot of
That's
cartoons
true.
traditionally
That's
show
true.
you stuff you don't see till later, but you don't really you don't think about it. But when it's a post, and then other people repost, and then they post links, and then they post like clips,
Yeah, they take away the surprise of it. You know.
exactly.
Now, what I, you know what?
If it's gonna happen before it's gonna happen, because it takes away from some of the excitement and hype if I already know. Just like I knew some of the stuff that was gonna happen because of the leak. So when it happened in the show, I was like, okay, well that was expected. Okay, also it's true. It kind of took away. It takes a lot away from it because
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
You're right.
Now, you know what? The only time that I really got like really wowed by anything was when I saw Gohan go Super Saiyan 2, because back then, we didn't have like internet, like well, the internet didn't really leak stuff like that. Like as rampant now, like Xkira leaking stuff and data mining and all that. Like, I was legitimately surprised. I'm like, that's what Super Saiyan 2 looks like. I was like, oh shoot, Gohan looks like the man right now. You don't get that anymore. But I mean, without veering off too much, now Goku is seemingly killed, but it's still uncertainty. And Beerus is on the sideline. Whis is trying to make sense of everything, and like Shinmar was saying, you see Beerus showing some sort of concern. He's like, "Is this the end of you?" And then the arena starts rumbling. You see the I guess the source of light, the sun, moving to the other side of the pillar, and then I forgot what we said to Beerus, and then he's like, "What's that?" And then Beerus says, "He's coming." And then
Dude,
that was dope.
sick.
Oh man.
That was like some Superman stuff, yo. He's like, he's coming.
Yeah, he sensed him. He's like, wait a minute. And he had his eyes closed. He's like, he's coming. The pillar of light hits the ground, the crater where the spirit bomb exploded, right?
Yeah.
And the way Goku appears looks like something straight out of Terminator 2. And no, straight up.
It did.
Ghost Missile, get your mind out of the gutter. He's like, he's coming. And he got like, oh, like, come on, bro. And he said, pause. You know what? Ghost Missile, let me tell you something. You know what? We've been influencing our audience a little too much. He's a fan, though. I have to, give him...
Pause is old, actually.
Yeah, but, Goku... Well, fun fact, Akira Toriyama is a fan of Terminator. So, Trunks was actually made in the likeness of Kyle Reese. Going back in time, saving Sarah Connor, blah, 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 you know what I mean? So, I felt that he took a reference from Terminator when Goku, the Pillar of Light, hits the ground, and Goku appears, and he is emerging. And you just see, like, the silhouettes and everything, and it's just... And you see, like, the little beads of light, like, looking like, I can't even describe it. Like, do you guys want to take a stab at it?
What?
Like...
The way he looked?
No, the aura around him, because it was like a purple aura, and then you saw those little like firefly bugs of light, going up around him.
It looked like residue
From the spirit bomb?
Spirit bomb, yeah. And remember, they kept saying this. So his body is imminent. Oh my gosh, generating heat. He's giving off heat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But his movements were like, dude, you couldn't see it coming. You couldn't see that stuff coming.
Yeah, and then the Last Dragon reference when he's like doing his hands, like, oh, bro.
So sick. I said, come on.
You know what? But Noop was saying something about his look. Were you a fan, I guess? Are you for or against his mixed Super Saiyan gray and black hair with like the base look? But
his hair was. I have to look at it.
I don't think it's black.
It's black, but it has silver highlights. And his eyes are silver.
Yeah, or like the gods.
I'm about to watch it now again, in 4K. Oh, but it was dope. I like the fact that it's different. I like the fact that they changed. I mean, the auras, you can only change the auras so much and so many times before we're like, okay, when are we gonna turn orange next? But I thought the aura was cool. It was different. I like the fact that it was constant too. Like it constantly stayed around him. Like sometimes when you turn Super Saiyan, the aura disappears. And
Yeah.
This time it was more about. I mean, like y'all said, it was like he had the glow. Yo.
Oh man, yeah. It was like some Last Dragon stuff. But one thing that was interesting when you look at the teaser, the promo stuff, Goku doesn't have his shirt on. But in this fight, he had his shirt on.
Yeah, the undershirt, the blue.
Will we see him in this form again? That's
Of course, we will.
And
now, but that seemed like it was a fluke accident. How was he? We know he's gonna get that form again, but the question is how.
Well, he was able.
It's gonna have to be a collaborative effort because if he can just transform, then I'll make it whack.
No, but here's the thing: Goku is now able to hit Super Saiyan Red on his own. You know what I mean?
Dude, he could have done. Okay, so the whole Super Saiyan Red thing, like all it took was that one time
Mm-hmm.
after the ritual, and we all know Vegeta achieved it on its own. So, I mean, yeah, he can do that anytime. I mean, he already shown that. We all know the reason why he goes from red to blue. Blue drains more stamina, but red is weaker than blue.
Well, isn't red like he can hit harder than red or?
No, no, he hits harder in blue, but it drains more stamina. That's why they're not always going to blue a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
They messed the names up too, because you would think God would be the top form.
yeah, that's why they gave it Super Saiyan Blue, and that was from the manga.
Now you know what's cool too. Like he hit all primary colors. He hit red, yellow, yellow, red, and blue. But
Yeah.
but with that being said, Ghost Missile,
Total.
Rip Super Saiyan Blue feels bad, man. You'll now be put in the vault for unless you use transformation. Well, oh, a quick sidebar. They must do more DLC for Dragon Ball Xenoverse because of this. Like, I'm just so hyped. Like, I just want to see what they can do with Xenoverse to extend the life of the game with what is being displayed in the anime right now. So, that was just my 2 cents. But now Goku, shut up. But now Goku has transformed, and it was just like the first thing that Goku did. He started walking towards Jiren and the Pride Troopers. But when you saw it through Goku's eyes, he was like looking through the aura. Like, I don't know if you guys caught that.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool seeing it through Goku's perspective, and then he took that one step through that
Because
kick. Yeah, that kick was like, whoa. Was it a kick or was he trying to get behind Jiren?
It looked like it was a kick at first, but he moved so fast, he was leaping over him.
He called it Super Saiyan Black. You know what? Ghost Missile, you're going to the timeout box. He called it Super Saiyan Black. I'm done.
Huh?
Because of the hair, but um, yeah, like the kick, and you saw how swift the kick went in. Like the Pride Troopers didn't even see it.
Yeah, I was show, dude. The way he moved, that brother was quick.
Yeah, and even Jiren was like, "What the heck?" You know?
And if you notice, he never said anything the whole time.
No Goku.
Yeah.
Well,
He made that one scream when he went
he
for that
wasn't
final
there yet.
punch.
oh well. You know what?
Wait, what'd you say, New?
I don't think he was there, yo.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. But one thing
And even when he finished, he said he didn't know.
yeah, it probably just a whole autopilot thing going on with him, you know. But the consciousness to know that that was the target, he had to defeat him. But during the first attempt at trying to strike Goku in this, Ultra Instinct mode, he missed in a way where Goku just like did like Bison. He teleported and grabbed his leg, and then tried to swing around and punch him. But Jiren like was on it, and then they clash, and then the theme music hits, bro. That was like bringing me back to like my childhood when anime music starts trying to catch that epicness of the fight, you know. But what did you think of the Goku's theme song going into this fight? Shin?
Oh, I liked it. I'm glad he had his own theme song. What I did like was the reaction, the fighters and the sideline. And
Mm-hmm.
the obviously Whis is geeking out, no pun intended. Whis was legitimately happy because that's what he was trying to get Goku. And obviously and Vegeta too, but Goku had that he got it. And Beerus was like grinning his teeth because that's something that the gods cannot attain easily. So, they mentioned that Whis is geeking out. Everybody's like, what the heck is going on? All the rumblings, the chattings. Goku has caught everybody's attention. And now, still, Jiren is still the man because he's still keeping up. Well, I don't want to say keeping up with him, but he's not affected by this new power up or temporary boost that Goku received.
Oh,
He's still pretty much holding his own, but Goku still looked great going back at him, and he touched him. He finally got a hit off on him.
Yeah, and Jiren had to wipe his face. It like grazed him.
I'm not talking about that. When he hit him in chest and stomach, yo.
Oh yeah, he hit Jiren clean, and it looked like Jiren never been hit before because you saw
that
it.
Was clean, yo.
But the fight itself, bro. Here's the thing. Me and Shinwar were talking about how the Merge Zamasu and Vegeta fight was probably some of the best animated sequences in the Dragon Ball series, but this went to the next level. You know, Jiren and Goku was going back and forth like it was just insane. You know, and you know when Goku actually was getting at Jiren, Piccolo noticed something. As he was fighting, Goku was evolving each minute the fight was going on. With every strike, Goku started hitting harder, blocking faster, doing all that stuff. So it's like, man, if he had more time in that form, who knows what would have happened. So they had to cut it off, you know what I mean? Because Goku would have become like some omnipotent like entity that nobody could defeat, you know? So they, yeah.
I want to go back to what Noob said about him and that spirit bomb.
Okay.
What if you know, if you watch Guyver, you know things about pocket dimensions and how the Guyver suit resides in a pocket dimension that hovers around him the entire time, and when he says Guyver, the suit comes out. What if the spirit bomb, because of Jiren and them going back, created a temporary pocket dimension that Goku fell in? And the spirit bomb is what if the spirit bomb was like an entity now? And what if it chose Goku, because Goku obviously has been the one that's always used the spirit bomb, outside of maybe King Kai. But what if the spirit bomb chose Goku and gave Goku this power up? What if, because where did he go?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I believe, I'm trying to be a great prognosticator. He went into that spirit bomb, and that spirit bomb was like a pocket dimension.
And who knows? Like, let's say that this theory is true, and maybe he was gone a long time, but to us, it seemed like something. Yeah. You know what I mean? No. What you said something?
It would be a departure from what we normally see from the series. I probably would say he absorbed. Who is typing? Yo, who's But yeah. Stick with the fact that he absorbed it. I know Dragon Ball gets a little complex, but I think that'd be like a bit much to say it was a different dimension, a pocket dimension. But I think it's an absorption, because I mean there was a lot of light, you couldn't see anything. Blah, blah, blah.
Wait.
He was gone though.
I don't mean to cut you off, but now that Alex mentioned that, what if he was gone for longer than what we saw him? Remember, they're in the what is it? The world of void.
Yeah.
Time doesn't reside there, y'all. You never know, bro.
Yeah. He might have been like something might have been going on with him.
And they did say that not just the ring was shaking, but the entire world of void was shaking.
They did the same thing about Jiren.
Right.
Yeah, I that's a theory I have. Something happened while he was away. You know what I mean? And I'm sure maybe they have an episode talking about like what was happening, or maybe.
Find out after the tournament. And there's a lot of tournaments left too.
Yeah,
it's gonna go into. And Ghost Missile was talking about he was gone for like 48 minutes in anime history. What was that? Only like 18 minutes have passed in the last
25 minutes now.
Yeah.
I was definitely, he was trying to kick him when he made that first attack.
Yeah.
Right. And then
why he got them little feet, yo? I see you talking about that animation, yo.
Some of the animation was a little spotty, just a little bit.
But it's better than anything that's ever been put out before, like in the series, you know? Yeah. But I think he's gonna hit that form again. He has to. It just
reminds me. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of a Naruto character.
Naruto. What? Yeah. Well, it did. But
even he was. I'm looking at it now. Even he was in disbelief because he's like, "Oh shoot, what the heck am I doing?"
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see he wiped his nose. Oh, he grazed him.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, and then freaking the Pride Troopers try to jump Goku, and then the Justice Flash, Goku actually just spun around and it hit one of them back at Topo, and then Jiren puts his hands out like, no, I got this, you know.
And the thing
Yeah.
was, if you noticed when Toppo was doing the Justice Flash, Goku was moving. It was shooting, but it was landing behind him. And I think it's because Goku was moving so fast, he didn't even realize he moved yet.
And it looked
Yeah,
like he was walking, but he
yeah.
was
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
yeah.
But you notice he hit that one projectile that was coming towards him like with his left hand and
He
smacked
did,
it back.
yeah.
It,
Hmm.
and then now Jiren and Goku are going at it again. But I was saying when I was on the phone with Shinwar, and it's probably the first time I'm telling Noop, Goku wasn't breathing hard at all. He was just completely calm. Wasn't struggling. You didn't hear him grunting or anything. But then when you heard Goku, like like Goku threw a punch, and it looked like his eyes went from silver to black. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna lose the power. He's gonna lose it.
Yep.
But when that happened, Goku went in, and then you hear him when he was screaming. He sounded like Shenron. He sounded like the dragon. I was like, yo, what the heck is going on here? Like, Goku became a monster. He was throwing a couple. Yeah, did you hear Goku's voice? It was like really distorted.
Nah, I think that's the classic Nozawa yell.
No. Listen to it again. It sounded like Goku was doing the dragon fist. Like you heard a dragon.
I gotta watch that part again.
Yeah. I listened to it. Like the clip you're seeing right now when Goku was coming in for the punch, and he was just like screaming. Like you hear.
It did, yeah.
He had like a dragon voice or a demon thing going on with him.
I'll have to see that part again.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, I'm like, what's going on with this guy? He like turned into some sort of like creature, but now it's hitting the climax, right? Goku goes to the shut up. Goku goes to the wall. I wish he did the dragon fist, man. I know it's not canon, but yeah, he went and came in for that all for nothing, going for broke, and freaking Jiren blocked it, but Jiren actually powered up to block it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had to power up, and he's like, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Saiyans, interesting beings, but it's already over because Goku was already done. Now here's my thing: as strong as Jiren is, right? Goku was fighting through the tournament or the whole battle royal. Jiren wasn't doing anything, so I'm not making excuses for Goku, but it seemed like he was a little more spent than Jiren.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, no. They already said that though. That's what Spirit Bomb had already replenished his depleted body. So wherever Goku was, he was back
Who
to
was?
tip top. He was back to tip top condition based off of that power up. Even
No.
though he lost steam, and that's why Vegeta was like, what was that? Goku was there done, bro. He was his. It was like before that Spirit Bomb hit him. I mean, before he fell into the Spirit Bomb, those were those injuries, and they just caught up to him because there was no more power in his body from the Spirit Bomb.
I you know what? I think we're gonna be disagreeing on that one. Like Jiren was reserving himself the whole time. Everybody else was fighting. No, but I'm saying.
But you gotta understand, even with Goku, Goku was beating guys with at least the most Super Saiyan 2. He only went Super Saiyan Blue against the Wolves towards the end when they did the Kamehameha and Final Flash. He went blue to release himself from that blue guy that was the same blue guy who Jiren eliminated.
Yep.
This is
So
true.
he didn't go blue. He was reserving.
Did he fight the Broly kick?
Oh, the Berserker?
He went blue that time. Right, he went blue that time.
A strong one, and she walked through it.
Yeah, that was a callback to Goku versus Broly in the movie when he did that.
Broly should be canon, man.
He went blue like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but it wasn't like he wasn't like the entire time he was blue.
But
Okay.
he did, though. He burned energy.
You're right. It does. It does. But
And
at
then he
this.
did God form against the fast guy with the rabbit ears when he helped hit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, no. But he did. Wait. He went Super Saiyan God, the red form, which does not drain that much stamina. That's why he did it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Goku's smart.
Oh, and Ghost Michael said that, but he used Super Saiyan Blue to fight Ribrienne.
He did at the end.
She's strong. She's strong.
She's strong. So yeah, he apparently he needed that. Okay, so are we gonna make the excuse and say, well, Goku wasn't at full strength?
He couldn't have been at full strength.
There's no way. There's no way. After all he.
Wait. But he did go Kaioken times 20, his highest form, to fight Jiren. So
Yeah.
somewhere in Goku's mind, he was like, I can take this guy.
Well, I think Goku respected Jiren and knew that, hey, I can't play around with this guy. You know what I mean?
When
Because
he went 20 the first time he fought Hit, right? We'll have to go back and watch it. How long did his endurance with Hit last versus with Jiren?
No, it wasn't mastered. He didn't master the Kaioken.
back then, yeah, that's when he was having the key spasms and stuff.
Yeah, now the Kaioken Blue times 20, he's mastered that. That's mastered now. So
But I'm saying when he used it against Hit, how long did it last?
After he blew the Kamehameha.
yeah, after he did that move, that was it.
Jiren, it looked like he was flashing it on and off until he got knocked off. He was like, okay, I can't do it like that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you know what? Now that's funny too. When Jiren grabbed his leg to swing him, he went to Kaioken 20, Blue 20 to get out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like he was using it as a temporary boost to get him out of certain situations, or if he can use it to connect. Hit.
Oh, hold on. Ghost Missile said Goku can't last long with Hit, but Goku beat Hit on their rematch when he was the assassin thing. Like Goku figured him out. He didn't like beat him up, but Goku was able to best him. You know, so
He actually, I'm looking at it, Alex. He did the Dragon Roar twice.
yeah.
He kind of gritted a little bit because he knew it was about to end.
Yeah, so he was going for it at that point.
He was going for it, right, to finish it, right. And then Jiren knew that, and the heat's gone, you're done, that's your limit.
No, I'm talking about before that, when he got the first clean hit, he yelled before it.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, Hit didn't kill. Well, Hit actually stopped Goku's heart, but Gohan brought him, did the CPR on him, and then.
He brought himself back. Remember, he shot that energy ball.
He shot the ki blast.
He knew what was going to happen.
Oh, Goku?
He had to see it. Remember, Goku has to see it once.
Ah, yeah. You see, Goku is a learning being, so I think.
Fighting, but don't know anything else, yo. Spend all Chi-Chi's money. What?
Wow. But they're fighting for the universe,
But now, speaking of that, real quick, remember him and Ribrianne's conversation, and said what he was gonna do with the wish. He was like, I might do something for Chi-Chi, get something for Chi-Chi, or maybe my sons, or he said I might wish to fight someone that's strong. I think something's gonna happen, because dude, they're foreshadowing a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, man, what a time to be a Dragon Ball fan. And for those who knock Dragon Ball, hey, it's one, because to the naysayers out there, if you're not into it, hey, don't rain on our parade. This is like good entertainment. It's I mean, the story, the plot, it's not just about fighting, it's not just about like cheesy characters. There's some depth to what's happening here. It's some good stuff. But with that being said, now Goku goes in for the final punch. At his limit, Jiren is forced to power up to block the attack with his one hand and actually use the ki blast to push Goku back when he's spent. Right? He's knocked out. He's laying there with his injuries. Vegeta comes over and is like, how did you do that? Instead of asking, are you okay? And
he knew he wasn't okay, clearly.
Yeah, so he's like, how'd you do that? But at least like, hey, Kakarot, you alright? My last Saiyan brother, like.
But remember what he said at the end. He was like, pretty much, go rest up. I'll take it from here. When he when he was walking away, He said that, and when he looked back, Goku was gone.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all know who took him.
Yeah.
So,
His
yeah.
friend.
So now,
His
so
best friend.
now as Goku is whisked away by Frieza, and Vegeta's like, "What's going on?" You know, what was that? Jiren still has his hand up in that position where he blasts Goku back into the pillar, and here comes Hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I like that.
I got hyped. I'm like, oh shoot! All right, let's see what's going on here. Now in the preview, it looked like Hit actually pushed Jiren a little bit because Jiren is actually having to move and fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is gonna be rather interesting. And Vegeta saying, "Oh yeah, I got it from here." At Goku at Ultra Instinct, whatever boost that was, Vegeta thinks he has a chance against Jiren.
Oh, he's gotta try.
Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta's got to try number one. Number two, back to Hit. At first, I had to remember because I was like, well, Goku can do it, Hit can't do it. But you got to remember, Hit evolved instantly during the fight, like he did when he fought Goku. He was getting stronger as they fought because he learned. He
was adjusting the time skip. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think that's gonna be a really good fight against Jiren. Probably better than Goku's fight if they give him his just due because he's a popular character.
Yeah.
I think with Hit, I just hope they don't turn him into a jobber because if you notice what Hit said pretty much Jiren was like, "What are you doing?" And what did Hit say? "I'm working." What does that mean as an assassin? What does that mean? He's going in for the kill.
Yeah.
Right. So if he kills him, or is Hit putting himself on the line to do what it takes necessary to stop Jiren, even if that means if I kill this man, I'll get disqualified.
But remember, it's all about their universes, man.
Yeah, but who's the strongest? If he takes out the strongest, he said, "I'm working." When is Hit at his strongest? When he's going to kill.
Yeah. But I'm thinking too. Right now, Jiren is the strongest, but Goku's gonna close that gap. I'm confident of that. There's no way it's gonna end with. Because think about it. I think the only plausible theory that's gonna happen, Universe 7 wins, and Goku's gonna wish all the universes back.
Most likely, but I still think there's some other twists. There's some other twists.
I don't think Universe 7 is gonna win. I think something's gonna happen where the tournament is gonna be.
There's gonna be a disqualification, or Vince McMahon is gonna come out.
Or what if Universe 6 wins and Ciampa remembers what Beerus did for him by bringing back his Earth and brings them back along with everybody else?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because they've been teasing this whole because Kale, Khalifa, Kaba, they're still in it, and those two Namekians
that we didn't even see yet.
Yeah, this thing ain't over, yo. It's gonna be on for a minute.
Yeah. Oh my.
There's a lot that could happen. I mean, Zen Osama might be like, you know what? That was such a good tournament. You want to know? I mean, it could be any number of things.
And remember, we still those other universes, those 4 other universes, haven't even seen them.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that, but now that we got to, I guess, the end of it, the irony, Frieza, the cliffhanger, Goku is done. Now here's the thing, Frieza, it has his hand out, which looks like an energy blast that's being built up, but if Frieza looked like he was going to kill him, he would be pointing at him with the death beam, but he has his hand open, and it seemed as if, like, Frieza said, "Oh, I remember a similar situation on Namek," and the theory is Shinra is like, "Hey, he's gonna heal Goku."
I mean, yeah, that's you can see that coming.
Dude, do you agree?
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Dude, you can see that. Anybody can see that. Frieza's not stupid.
It doesn't benefit him to kill Goku.
Yeah, because.
Frieza's not dumb.
But you know what? A united front against Jiren. There's no way he could take on Master Golden Frieza, freaking Ultra Instinct Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Like, Universe 7 has some strong heavy hitters.
Listen. Frieza, and if okay, let's think about this. Goku, even though he's a numbskull in some areas, this guy thinks 10 steps ahead. Let's think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Why, out of all the people, he picked Frieza?
Frieza is an asset, strong. He knew that he can help with the cause of the tournament.
So, unbeknownst to Goku, okay, let's think about this. Who would have, do you think Goku would have been like, wow, I'm about to, Goku would have been like, well, I know I'm going to get beat up, you know,
No, you're gonna get smacked up.
I feel like all these events are leading to something bigger. And with Frieza there, Frieza, I feel like is a card, even though he's a bad guy, he's still playing his own angle. Because remember what I told you before, Alex, when he was by those rocks, and when all the gods were like, oh, what is this? He was like pretty much thinking like, yo, like he's using Goku to wipe out the opposition.
Okay, that could be it. But considering all things considered, Goku breaking his shell or his limit, right? How it would not be in Frieza's best interest to double cross them.
I agree. You're right. And then I'm pretty sure Vegeta's keeping his eye out on Frieza. I'm pretty sure.
Because I think even now with Frieza regulating his golden form, Vegeta got his number.
Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I think even Ultimate Gohan, Mystic Goku, could hang with Master Golden Frieza.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? Well, I don't know about that.
You don't know about what?
About the Gohan theory. I mean, Gohan is strong, but like Master Golden Frieza.
You know, I mean, even at the same time, we still haven't seen Gohan's full potential in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Piccolo's still in it.
Yeah.
It's this thing ain't over. I mean, Kale, we only seen Super Saiyan Berserk. I read the spoilers for the next coming episode, so this thing ain't over.
Yeah, something wild's about to happen.
And what's funny with the spoilers when they leak them, they don't tell you like what's this. They just give you like a general synopsis, like, oh, Jiren's gonna fight Hit. It's like, okay, that's it.
Oh, it's like a teaser, hints.
That's all it really is. It's just like, okay, so we know like there's a Vegeta-centric episode coming up with him and Kaba. That's all they really drop. They don't really give like super spoilers.
Ah, okay. They don't give like the whole plot stuff.
No.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. But now with that, you know, for those of you who are, you know, fans of all three entities, make sure you check out Newgamingorder, Thrasher Gaming, and Geek-N-Out. You know, these are my brothers in arms. And, you know, in conclusion, overall, what are some final notes you want to, like, say on the episode? What you like, you didn't like, you know, what you potentially think could happen? Just in closing, starting off with Thrasher Gaming.
Yeah.
I want to see Goku win some more epic battles without assistance.
Wait. You want me to win in Puzzle Fighter without assistance? What?
Oh, wow.
Well, watch our videos. Oh, you want it? You got it. Let's go. What?
The episode was good. Those of you who said it wasn't worth the time, sorry. Nah, it definitely was. It was definitely a great episode. It's great to see Goku break through to the next level. I'm more interested to see how Vegeta's gonna catch up, because Vegeta's way behind. He's way behind.
You think so?
Ultra Instinct, bro.
No, listen. It's not like he achieved that through training. That was a boost, a power boost.
But you're missing. Vegeta can't go KO Candy. He can't go God form. So that's already two forms. Or he can't.
He can't go God form. Excuse you?
Well, he hasn't shown Super Saiyan Red yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Exactly. That's the God form.
Okay. Even though the manga and the anime are different, they did it in the manga.
We're talking about the show, not the manga. Hello.
But in order for him to go Super in Blue, he had to do what?
Did he? Because I haven't seen it.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on? They haven't shown it.
Yeah, not in the anime. Super Saiyan Red.
How do you think he got the Super Saiyan Blue.
No, Vegeta that was never shown to go Super Saiyan Red.
Okay, all right, we'll save that for another time. Go ahead.
Wait. When did I want to know? When did we see this?
With his training with Whis, how do you think he got Super Saiyan Blue? He had to have gone through Red first.
Yeah, but they never showed it.
That doesn't mean he didn't do it though. What?
It doesn't mean he did either.
What?
And Vegeta is known to skip levels too, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, don't come on, God.
He never went Super Saiyan 3. What do you mean?
Come on. No. Goku specifically said no. Vegeta did that all on his own with his training with Whis. Goku said that.
Yeah, well.
He said he achieved the power of a god all on his own. He said with me, I had to go through the ritual. What?
Yeah, well, and here's another thing. They never really showed the origin of Super Saiyan Blue because the only time they hinted at when they actually broke that level is when Goku and Vegeta were training with Whis and their fists clashed and then everything went inverted colors. It was at that moment that they went to that level. But they never, it was almost like abrupt, like, hey, this is a Super Saiyan version of that. At least now with the Ultra Instinct, there's a fleshed out explanation. But there was just so much, like with Vegeta, where that is just like, okay, did he just went Super Saiyan Blue? Why didn't they show Red?
But okay. But remember now that when Goku went Red and Blue, they made that fuller explanation. Obviously, Blue is stronger, but it drains more stamina. And obviously, Red is weaker than Blue, but the stamina is better. That's why, even though the manga and anime are different, it's still good to read both. Because even with Vegeta taking on Zamasu, he did that. He already did that with the going back and forth between Red and Blue.
Yeah, you know what? They should have. You see,
they didn't show that in the anime.
And then that's like not showing Super Saiyan 3. You know what I mean? There's some missteps. It was great, not perfect.
Distant season. I mean, they have time limits and stuff like that they don't have to rewrite it.
Okay. You know what I think too? Maybe they should start doing using the Xenoverse approach and start doing some of this in 3D.
Huh?
Like doing like Pixar maybe and see, reusing animation or models, and then they can crank out more content. You know what I mean? There's just a thought. But Noob, did that conclude, or you want to keep going with your wrap up?
No, I'm good.
All right. Geek-N-Out, final words before we shut down this venture.
Oh, no, it was good. It was hype. I'm going to watch it again. I'm looking forward to how this tournament of power, because I still think the Grand Priest is up to something. So I'm like...
John Kreese. What?
No, listen, when they drag, the way Toriyama writes this stuff, he sows seeds in the beginning, and you're thinking, oh, it's nothing, and boom, all of a sudden, it pops back up. He'll write something like Goku with the Zeno button. He got that Zeno button in that how many episodes? Way before he used it.
Yeah. And he's just like...
They'll drop little hints. And when the Grand Priest made that face and smirked when that universe got destroyed, that was implying something more sinister than just this regular tournament. And think about this: we got 2 Zenos. Something bigger is gonna happen.
All right.
I don't think the Goku and Jiren fight is the climax of this tournament.
No, of course not. I think they're gonna fight again.
No, they'll fight again, but I'm thinking that will not be the tournament though. That's what I'm saying.
So they're gonna turn on the tournament organizer like Rugal and King of Fighters 94 and 95. Dang.
I don't know. This is getting more interesting, and Frieza's still out there.
Yeah.
He's got his angle. So it's gonna be good.
He knows Kurt Angle. What? No, it's not. But with that, you know what? Being that this is so good, I think we probably have to do another joint venture.
No, we don't.
Shut up. But yeah, because now there's just so much more to look forward to, But in conclusion, I was blown away. I was brought back to my childhood. Well, no comment. But yeah, I felt like a kid again. I was just getting hyped with the theme music and the pacing, the explanation of everything. That was traditional Japanese anime. You know
Yeah, he put the. Oh, sorry.
what?
No, he put the picture up with you know who. Hello.
No comment. Unbelievable. But with that being said, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to Geeking Out. Make sure you check out Thrasher Gaming and subscribe to the New Gaming Order. You know what? I'm gonna call us all three of y'all. How about that? All three of y'all. No, let me stop. But thank you guys for watching. Slinky Jim, you came here late, bro. The notifications goes out when we start streaming. All right, so yeah, Twinkie Jim, dang. But with that being said, thank you guys very much. These are our logos from left to right. I want to thank you all for watching. And this has been the Dragon Ball special. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.